Welcome teachers and educators. Today I'm going to be showing you how to conduct successful online tests and exams for your students. Online tests are the next big thing in online education. You will get to know how to conduct successful online tests after watching this video. You will also learn how to use technology to get the right results for your students. Now, there are three parts of conducting a successful online test. Creation, this is where you create the test online and add in the questions. Submissions, this is when the students take the online test and submit their answers. Evaluation, the teacher or the supervisor checks the answers and publishes the results. Now, there are 6 easy steps to conduct an online test. Let's go one by one. The first and foremost thing you have to do as an educator is to choose a platform for conducting online tests. Here are the best online tools to conduct tests: Intract app, Google Forms, FlexiQuiz. By far, one of the best platforms is Intract app due to its extremely easy to use interface and functionality. I am going to be using Intract app as an example for easier demonstration. But you could also use the other platforms, and you can also do the following on the other platforms. Now I will be posting links for the tutorials for these platforms in the description. Now to conduct a test on Intract, you have to sign up and create an institution. The Intract team will guide you in every step. Contact them by clicking on the link in the description. Then, once the setup is done, you will need to create the test, add the questions, options, and other data required. Now, creating a test in Intract takes less than a minute. You just have to fill in the details along with the start and end time, the subject, the name of the test, and that's it. Next comes adding questions. There are two types of questions in an exam: objective questions and subjective questions. Now, objective questions consist of shorter and predefined answers. To create an objective question, write down the title of the question. For example, how many bones does an adult human have? List down the possible options for this question along with the correct answer. The best way to avoid cheating is to shuffle the options for every student. Now, Interact app does this for you. Also, you can add as many options as you want by simply clicking the add option button. Then you have subjective questions. Now these questions consist of long and detailed answers. If yours is a subjective question, enable the subjective question button. This will enable the users to input their answers in a text field while giving the exam. The next step is to specify the marks for a question. This will be the total marks for the given question. For subjective questions, you will have the option to evaluate and give the students appropriate marks based on their answers. And for objective questions, the marks will automatically get calculated. Once you have successfully created the questions, you have to let the students know the details of the exam or your test. Now this allows the students to plan and schedule their study sessions. Make sure you give them plenty of time to prepare. If you are using Intract app for online tests, the system does the job for you. One notification is sent to the students and the parents as soon as you create the test, and another reminder is sent 15 minutes before the exam and on the day of the exam. Now another way to notify the students is to send messages on WhatsApp in the appropriate groups. But make sure to remind them just before the exam. Once everything is set up and done, all you have to do is sit back and relax. The students will arrive on your chosen platform and give their answers to your questions. Now, if you are using Interact, you will also get additional tools to avoid cheating. If a student is trying to copy an answer from the internet or any other application, you will be notified of their name, phone number, and other details. Now this enables you to take appropriate actions after the exam. Then comes the evaluation part. After the students have given the exam, you can evaluate their answers. For objective questions, the result is automatically calculated and the marks have been added to the total marks of the student for the given exam. But for subjective questions, you now have the option to give appropriate marks to the students based on their answers. Now keep in mind that the results are yet to be declared and the option to do that is with you. Now you can also export or download the results of all the students or any individual student. You can also download the list of cheating students and save it in a PDF for later use. Once the evaluation of the student is done, you are ready to display the results of the students and the parents. Once the evaluation of the students' answers is done, you are ready to display the results to the students and the parents. The parents and the students will now see the in detail analysis of only the student's result along with the total marks scored by their student. Now, this was an in detail tutorial or guide on how to conduct successful online tests and exams. Now, I hope you have gained sufficient knowledge regarding this subject. But if you have any doubts or issues, please feel free to let me know. You can post them in the comment section down below. Also, I have included a link in the description to get Intract for your institution. Thank you.